So we're gonna start by sitting today. So just take a moment, go ahead. Finding your comfortable seat. And just let your hands resting on the side. If you like, you can close your eyes or lower your gaze. And then first, just start to sensing into your head and your sit bone. Between these 2 points. So your head reaching up to the ceiling and your sit bone grounding down to the earth. These 2 opposition up and down. And at the same time, start to sensing that inner space with your breath. Inhalation, this opposition, pulling opposite from each other. And exhale, soften and settling. Once more, breathing in. And breathing out. Let your face and your shoulder relax. So really sensing that opposition from the head and your tail, these 2 points far away from each other, and lengthening the spine. And also get a sense of the side. This horizontal from your ear, your shoulder, your pelvic, reaching out into space, having this right and left, lateral senses. Just take a breath, breathing. Imagine the breath expanding out to the right and to the left. And then at the same time, you have this up and down, still keep going on. So just get awareness of the space around us and 3-dimensional, internal and external. And of course, of this front and back, just sensing your front of the space and the back side of the body. What is behind you? And what is in front of you? And start to integrate all directions, this front and back, side and side, up and down. Bringing that breath into that 3-dimensional, starting to expand inside of the body. So you are all the time connecting with your space, up and down, right and left, front and back. And then gently, let's just bring our hands together, rubbing your hands, make it warm. And start to waking up our proprioception. And then let's bring our hands, just scan through your whole body. Just, you can start from the top of your head, just giving some slight touch massage. However you like. And then down to your eyes. And to your face. You can rub your ears. Stretch your face, stick your tongue out if you like. And then down to the neck and shoulder area. And all the way down to your arms and your hands. Coming back to the chest, rib cage, and your belly. And that's going back to your lower back. Giving some rub. And down to your legs. Just bringing all the way down to your toes and bottom of your feet, to your heels, and the back side of your legs. And really going through your sit bone. And I'm going to go all the way back again. And just let your upper body resting on top of your side. Just going forward, forward, forward. Let your head drop, everything heavy. And then slowly push your sit bone down, gently roll up, vertebra by vertebra. Coming back and sitting upright. We're gonna just bring your legs, the other leg coming to the front. If you're, you haven't changed, let's change to the other side. Okay. So now slowly let's open the arms into the space. Just reaching out this side way, but then still keeping this connection up and down, front and back, reaching out. And now let's just bend into one side. Doesn't matter which side. And then coming back, take an inhale. And now exhale, close your hands, push your palms out, interlace your fingers, and draw your chest in, and rounding the spine, flexing the spine. And now inhale, open your arms, interlace your hands behind you, and open up the chest. Look up to the ceiling. And once more, we're gonna waking up and to the other side. Picking up the spine. And coming to the front again. Inhale, open, arms behind you, and look up to the ceiling. Let's do once more. Let's go to one side. So moving your spine into all the direction. Squeezing the chest in, opening up the back. And squeezing the back and opening up the chest. And last one more time, just flow through. Pushing out. Get your spine moving into the sixth direction. All right, and then just coming back and shake it out. You can lift your shoulder up and down a couple of times. Okay, then just take your right hand onto your left knee and bring yourself turning to the back space, looking over your left shoulder. And then now you're gonna just take your right ear and right shoulder down towards to your right leg, and then your left arm reaching up, coming to a diagonal side stretch here. And then slowly you're gonna close your hands, and let your hands also touching to the other knee, and close your chest here. And then slowly keep your left hand here, and now giving yourself going to the other side twist. Just opening your peripheral, open your eyes, looking into the space. And the space behind you. And then your left ear, left shoulder, go to the left leg, and your right arm up and over, side bend. And slowly closing your arms back down, close your chest. And then slowly give yourself a hug. Gently, gently coming back up, sitting upright, and then release down. And then remove anything underneath your sit bone. And then that's calming down, lying down our back. And then just lie down to your back. Then just take a moment finding your back connecting to the floor. And when you're ready, draw your right knee towards your chest. And left leg, if you like, and lengthening down. And finding that connection from your heel all the way up to your left sit bone. Just loosen up the hip joint here. You can circle, rocking. Do any motion you like. Okay, and now slowly, just bend your left knee. So keep your left side open on the floor. So just take your left heel towards to your right sit bone here. And if you like, you can also open your left arm up alongside your ears, so really stretching out the left side here. Give yourself a nice big stretch. All right, and then you're gonna take your right leg all the way over to your left. And give yourself a big twist. You can open the right arm to the side to counter this balance. And then gently, you're gonna keep rolling over to your left side. So you're gonna keep rolling over to the left. And now you're gonna line onto your belly. So your right leg still bended, left leg extend behind you. And now you can push your hands down and now slowly lift it up. So your right leg still to the side bended and then open here. And lower down back to the floor. Let's do one more time. So however you like, you can push your hands, how much you would like to push, how high you would like to go up. Slowly lower down. Just checking. And then slowly, you're gonna roll over again onto your left shoulder. And gently come back. Bring your right knee towards the chest. If you're out of the mat, it's okay, just come back. Now when you're ready, let's switch to the other side. Before that, just lengthen your both legs down. And just get a sense of your both legs. All right, take your left knee towards your chest. Begin by rocking side to side from the mat. Going into the range of the motion. And then you're gonna bend your right knee, keep your side open, turn out, rotate. So take your right heel towards your right and left sit bone. And now you're gonna lengthen your right arm up, stretching out the right side. When you're ready, take your left leg over to your right side. Give yourself a big stretch. Nice and deep and long breath. Then gently keep rolling over to your right side, and then you're gonna come into your belly. So you can also stay like this with your forearm on the floor. Maybe that's already enough. And just lengthen the chest. Or if you like, you can push your hands down, really going up. With your whole body, lift it up a couple of times here. All right, and then slowly when you're ready, push your left arm, and now you're gonna go all the way over and bring your left leg up, back to the center. All right, and then just lengthen your both legs down again. And now you're gonna flex your feet, so your heels really on the floor, and the legs really right underneath your sit bone, and arms next by the side. And then you just gotta rock your heel up and down. Letting go the system start to integrate. Couple of times here. Loosen up. All right, then slowly, just throw your feet back on the floor. Feet on the floor, arms next to the body, you're gonna do a bridge. So breathe in here, and now breathe out, slowly push your belly in, and now draw your tailbone each vertebra by vertebra. Just reaching up to the space, up towards the sky. Push your feet down, and now if you like, you can interlace your arms and squeeze your elbow and your shoulder in underneath your back. Really giving that slightly back arch. And keep pushing your feet down to the floor, engage your legs. Then slowly on your next inhalation, stay up. And now gently, exhalation, you're gonna keep your arms underneath, and then you're gonna roll down, lying on both arms here. Almost like a fish pose. So preparation for the arms, and then just lengthen your leg down. And then release your arms back to the side. And just take a moment here, just notice your whole body. And now your next inhalation, starting to extend your arms and leg into an X shape, reaching out. Now you're gonna start to waking up our core, and now you're gonna squeezing everything in towards the center. And now inhale one more time, reaching out into space. And exhale, come back in. Your arms and legs, head and tail, everything in. And now place your feet down to the floor, hands behind your head. And open, widening your elbow to the side. Breathe in here, and now breathe out, lift your chin up towards your chest. So we're gonna just do a couple of times here, the sit up. And just waking up your core. It's a nice simple movement. And then just sensing that the spine reaching forward, lower back connecting to the floor. Last 2 more times. All right, last one. And I'm gonna draw your knees towards your chest. And I'm gonna just a couple of times bicycle here. And crisscross arms and leg going to the opposite side. And last 2 more. All right, and then squeeze your knees in towards the chest. Start with rock and roll. Rolling on the spine, and then gently you're gonna come up to sitting, and then transition yourself coming to O4. So finding your O4s, if you like, just moving your spine, maybe some cat and cow. Which direction you like, however. And then when you're ready, you're gonna start to push your toes down, and now push your hands, lift your tailbone up, come into your first downward facing dog. So push your hands away from you. Just take a moment here, finding your downward facing dog. All right, now you're gonna start to lift your heels up, and now you're gonna ripple through each vertebra by vertebra. The last thing is your head, and reaching forward, coming to a high plank. And I'm gonna lower your knees down, contact your toes, and chest and chin lower. Inhale, slide forward, baby cobra. And slowly exhale. You're gonna go all the way back to your downward facing dog. All right, this time you're gonna open your legs wider as your mat, or a bit wider than the mat. And I'm gonna move your arms coming towards your legs. And I'm gonna bend your knees, we're gonna go down to the squat. So before you really stay on the squat, you can shift your weight side to side. Just waking up and moving, open your hip joint. If this is not accessible, just come into a halfway here. You can move here side to side. Just a couple of times, shifting your weight. And then slowly, you're gonna walk yourself, come into the front again, and now you're gonna close your leg, coming back to your down dog. And now once more, you're gonna lift your heel high up. Slowly ripple through your spine, coming to a high plank. And this time, you can go down directly, chaturanga, or knees, upper body. So lower. And baby cobra upper facing. And exhale, slowly downward facing dog. And now you're rising up with your right leg, 3-leg dog, kicking behind you. Draw your right knee towards your chest. One more time, kicking behind. Draw in towards the chest. Inhale once more, going up. This time, you're gonna open, bend your knees, open the hip. So really pushing your hands and your legs down. All right, slowly take your right knee towards your chest, and now step in between your both hands. Inhale, right arm reach up. And now exhale, let your right finger go underneath your right leg, going to the other side, twisting. One more time, inhale, open, and exhale. And again, inhale, open, this twist, and exhale, squeezing. And now gently, you're gonna shorten your stance and coming up to your warrior one. Finding your warrior one here. Relax the shoulder. And now slowly taking your arms down to a cactus, open up the chest. Interlace your hands behind. And open up the chest again. Now we're gonna do a humble warrior. So your right shoulder going to your right knee. And just coming to a forward fold. And then gently on your next inhalation, slowly sweep your arm up to the sky. And now you're gonna free your left heel. So coming to a high lunge here. And we're gonna flow through our warrior three. So just take a couple of times here. You can take your hands behind you. Let's keep it behind here, interlace. Just a couple of times here, pushing from your back leg, shift your weight front, finding a diagonal. And then when you're ready, just coming onto your right leg and take off like an airplane. Finding that warrior three. Make sure that the right knee is not completely blocked. Soften the knee, lengthening out. Slowly, slowly, draw your left knee up towards your chest. Squeeze your left knee towards the chest. And then drop and shake it out. Finding your front side of the mat. When you're ready, flow through your thumbs up. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, let's step back to your downward facing dog. You can flow through your vinyasa, stay here, or go down, take a break to your child pose. Anything which is fit well to the moment. And then eventually we will meet again, finding your downward facing dog. Gently, inhalation, left leg, three leg down up. So your palm is still closing down. And then you're gonna draw your left knee towards the chest, shift your weight, come forward. One more time, pushing your arms and reaching your left leg behind. And coming forward, draw the belly. This time, pushing behind. And now you're gonna bend your left knee and open the hip. So let your lower leg resting, left lower leg just drop. And then slowly coming forward again, step in between your both hands. Finding this around the lunge here. When you're ready, left arm reaching up into the space. Inhale. And now exhale, fingertips going to the right side, underneath your left leg. Squeeze. Once more, inhale, open. And exhale, squeeze. Two more times here. Last one more breath. Finding your both hands back to the floor, shorten your stance, finding your warrior one. Sweep your arms up. Both feet connecting to the floor. And sense again this opposition, up and down, from the back, side to side. When you're ready, interlace your fingers. Take an inhale, chest up. And now exhale, let's come forward fold. Humble warrior. So your left shoulder goes to your left leg. And gently bring your arms behind, gently roll up, vertebra by vertebra. Coming back to your warrior one. And now free your right heel to a lunge position. Just a couple of times here, shift your weight from the back and finding that diagonal line from the head all the way down to your right heel. And when you're ready, you can start and to take off and coming to the front leg, finding that balance, finding your airplane, and keep sending the arms and leg behind, head forward. And then gently draw your right knee towards your chest. Lift it up. And let it drop. Shake out your arms and legs. Finding the front side of the mat. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway. And now exhale, come back to your downward facing dog. This time, you're gonna rise up with your right leg. Draw your right knee towards your chest. You're gonna go down to your pigeon. So your right knee going to your right wrist. Finding that your pigeon position. Inhale, chest lift. And slowly exhale, just folding forward. We're gonna stay here for 5 deep breaths. Take any props that you might need. You can bring a bolster, pillow underneath and give yourself a support. Last one more deep breath here. And then slowly, inhalation, push your hands down, tuck your back toes, and now moving yourself back to a downward facing dog. You ready? Let's transition to the other side. Left leg rise up and come forward, going to the other side. Left knee align with your left wrist. Inhale, chest lift. And you're ready. Exhale, just fall forward. 5 deep breaths here. Gently on your next inhalation, push your hands down. And now you're gonna sweep your both legs coming to the front. Coming to a seated position. And just lift your leg up here. Gonna find in your bow pose. Just coming again, finding your core, arms and legs reaching to the front. You can either stay here or you can reach your leg up. Again, stay here for 5 deep breaths. And then gently, gently, slowly start to melting down back to the floor. And hug your knees towards your chest. Now inhalation, just reaching your arms and leg out again into the space, stretching out. And exhale, release. letting everything drop. And gently taking your time, finding a transition, rolling onto the side. Push your hands down, finding your way, coming all the way up, back to sitting. So finding your sitting position. You can lower your gaze, close your eyes. One more time, finding that three-dimensional spaces. Head reaching up to the ceiling, sit bone grounding down. The whole body lateral expanding, and the front and the back. Reaching and pushing. Just take a moment here to notice your body. Welcome any sensation. Notice your posture, temperature, any information. And take a moment here to thank for your body, thank for your own practice. And thank you very much for joining. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.